I had to come back and do a separate video on this one. To me, this is the first time we put his product. Actually, I've done his product a few times on here, but I didn't post it. They were posting this one. So this right here is a screen we developed under the name of Silver Phoenix. It's an advanced ambient light rejection Phoenix complete silver, or silver complete. So this is the technology right here. Now this technology we developed, we started developing and stuff, working on it. It was a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky to design this stuff. It was kind of really hard at first, you know what I mean? Because like I said, I'm used to working with blacker screens, and doing a silver screen is kind of a little complicated. So we needed a screen paint that would produce the high white levels and also have the ability to be able to produce contrast levels. In order to prove that, we had to do the screen against multiple sample sheets, different forms of projectors, and just about everything else we could possibly think of we could throw at it, including gunmetal screens. Now, so far, it has passed every single test with no problem whatsoever. And we thought that, next time let's go with that screen called Lux, because that's the silver screen people actually like to stand behind. And also, too, that PPJ, which is that kind of paint. This is a Lux screen, maybe just right there. So we thought that next, let's do Crow's product. Let's see how Crow's product stands up against our technology right here. So as you can see, that the Silver Phoenix is fading out two of the screens at the same time and turning the other one dark at another time. We have a Metallica mix, and UV mix. Now, one of the things we've been asking about the longest time for UV mix is the fact that to see the white levels behind the screens. Never even got those demonstrations done to begin with, but we could do that here because this screen generates a very high white level. Now, the one thing plus side I will give the UV mix is the fact that it can see contrast better than the rest of the screens up here. But like I said, the downside, it can't pick up those white levels. And this is something that this person pretty much talks about and brags about all the time, is white levels, having a brighter image, having better quality. And yet the UV mix is suffering horribly when it comes to white levels. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through a color test first. We're also going to do contrast and everything else. All right, so let me do this real quick. Now, as I said before, when you're dealing with a darker screen, like, okay, let's pull out a gunmetal screen, a certified one. Here is a certified gunmetal screen. Now, this technology right here by Daylight Screens has the ability to pull contrast levels. It also has the ability to pull white level, which is very important because they know that when they develop the screen, being as dark as it is, it's going to have the ability to pull some kind of white level to make up for the fact that the white levels are going to drop on the screen due to the fact that the screen is darker. So they have to make up for what they're going to lose. And they did quite well with making them how they're loose, but the only problem is with their surfaces, it does generate too much white light, and that can become a problem with the screen. We got to put this one in the center, just to let you know, because we want to make sure that this is a screen that's designed to have a reflective surface, and because it has a reflective surface, it suffers from the narrow viewing cone effect, so we need that to be out in the front. So here we are, we have a gunmetal screen. Gunmetal screens, like I said, are dark screens. And anytime a company develops a gunmetal screen, a darker screen, they know that the white levels are going to drop, so they have to put something on the screen to make up for losing those white levels. If you notice with Crow's product, it's not pulling up any form of white level whatsoever, because the bottom line is whatever's in there doesn't have the ability to pull that white level. Like I said, that's a gunmetal screen right there. We're watching right over next to it. Let's grab that remote control so we can get this one started, because my driver's coming here pretty soon. But I had to do this one because when I saw that our technology turned two screens pale and the other one too dark, I said, you know what? We got to come in here and take a look at that. We have to look at that. And that's the one thing I would explain about the UV mix. Whatever's in the UV mix does not see white light. Now, like I said, it'll pull a contrast. Yes, it can. Any dark surface is going to pull contrast. But again, I explained to you, when it comes to darker screens, what is the most important thing for a dark screen to be able to pull? A white level. We all know I can take black paper, I can take anything black, and I can throw it against the screen, and it can produce a contrast level. It has to pull the white level. Same thing when it comes to the light screens, they got to pull the black level. Can't explain that enough, I'll tell you that much. All right, so let's go over to some light colors first. And as you can see, this is how the UV mix comes up. It comes up dark, it comes up dirty. As I explained to you before, it can't pull that white level. If you look at the parallax, I'm going to say that correct, but Daylight Screens parallax, as you can see, it is pulling up a white level, and very nice white level, very nice color on our silver technology. Blending very well with our technology. And as I said before, it has They develop these darker screens, they have to put something there to make up for the levels they're going to lose. Let's go grab ourselves another one. Let's grab a bone white. And even in the commercials, you will see that anything that pops up, if it's not a solid contrast, it's going to come up dirty. Now there's the white levels right there. Okay. Now let's go switch over to another color. Let's go over to yellow screensaver. Some nice bright colors in there. Now as you can see, it's not picking it up. That's a parallax right there. That right there is Dark Star 9. That's a darker screen. But they did add something to it to be able to maintain white levels even though it's going to drop because the screen is darker. That's not doing anything at all. That's picking up something. That's picking up something. That's picking up nothing at all right there. Let's go in and let's pull in, let's see. White screensavers. There's the white screensavers pulling up right now. That's why I went to the red. Because I see how dirty the red came up on this. So there's the white screensavers right there. And you can see the screen is not picking up any form of white levels whatsoever. I said it's going to be easier for this screen to pick up a contrast level because it's darker. That's what it's designed to do. But the screen must maintain a white level. Because if not, everything that pops up on that screen, it's going to come up dirty. So you can see how the UV mix stacks up against our silver. Let's grab again, red screen. As you can see in the red screen, fade it. Still maintain this image. And as you can see for the UV mix, comes up dark and dirty because it can't see white light. Here we have the Metallica mix. It's washed out. It's not matching our screen. We have the, and I put this up here to show you for an example, a screen being that dark. The company who made the screen that dark had to put something in there to make up for the screen's white levels because the white levels were going to drop because the screen's darker. Where in Crow's product, it doesn't really pull any form of white level whatsoever, and therefore the screen remains dark and dirty. Over here we see the personal mix does not pull up proper contrast levels, and because it's for contrast levels, the white levels are too high, and therefore that's why the screen is faded and washed out on that end. So for a person who basically constantly talks about white levels, your UV mix is doing a horrible job. I mean, like I said, it's going to pick up contrast. That it can do. But it's a darker screen. Sorry, it's not black, but it's a darker screen. It should have that capability to do so. Just like if you look at the bare silver screen matchup, the product he painted it on is actually darker than the bare silver screen. So therefore, the bare silver screen is going to pick up a lighter version, where the other one's going to pick up a darker version due to the fact of the contrast. See, it's easy to learn all this stuff. I actually explain more when I'm tired. I'm tired, my brain just goes into overload. I don't know why. It just does. Let's pick up a little purple in this. As you can see, same thing displayed here. It can't pick up the color because it's not picking up a white level. There's no white level in it at all. The product in it does not have design to pick up a white level. So whatever's in it, it's just a basic form of product that has no form of ability to pick up a white level whatsoever. It can't see white light. Okay, let's switch out of this real quick. Let's go over to J&K 4K demonstrations. Oh, the horse shit, it's going to pick up a contrast level. I told you that from the door. That's nothing. It's going to pick up a contrast level. It's a darker screen. That's what it's going to do. But that's not the important part. It already can pick up a dark level because it's black. Or not black, it's gray. It has to be able to pick up the white level. That's the part. See? There you go. Same way they do our black screens, it has to pick up that white level. Let's go over here with some colorful ones right here. Now in the silver, you will see the silver pick up contrast properly, and you will see it pick up its color properly. Where the darker screen, the UV, it's going to struggle with color. It's going to be to pick up contrast, and where the lighter screens are going to struggle with contrast, and they're going to pick up white levels. Perfect example. Take it back here. Perfect example, just like I said. It'll pick up its contrast, but its colors are going to come up dirty. That's a dirty color right there. That can't pick up contrast. That can't pick up contrast. Actually, this is doing quite good. This is actually the, this is the parallax right there. That's doing pretty good. And this one right here, well, that doesn't pick up contrast in our technology, but it picks up pretty good. And this one right here, it's not picking up any contrast whatsoever. Now, let's come out of here for a minute. Let's go over to here. This is why we kept requesting over and over again, white level background on the UV mix. We have to do these on our screens. Our black screens have to go through this all day. Black screens have to be the producers white levels all day. So why has everybody else got skipped on that one? For some reason, when it comes to my technology, we got to prove our white levels. So why is it when it comes to everybody else, they get skipped? Not today, they don't. Since we now have a light silver screen, any dark product you design, it's going to go against this bad boy. And any light screen paint, you're going to go against this too, because the screen can pull a contrast level that your screens can't pick up. So this screen does the best of both. This one by itself can wipe out pretty much just about everything. There we go. Look at the yellows coming up. Now watch this. Star field screensaver. Now we go over to the star field, and you'll notice that his screen will pull the contrast. Comes up dirty on the commercial, as you can see. Can't pull the white levels. Now see, it can pull the star field demonstration because the screen is black. Well, no, I keep saying it's black, it's gray. Sorry about that. It's a gray screen, it's a darker gray screen. It's going to be able to pull the contrast level with no problem whatsoever. That's a dark star. That's what you call it. That's a certified. It's a different screen. Now we take your product and we put it here. Mind you, that's a gunmetal. When I did that demonstration real quick, this screen's a light gray screen. My screen's a light gray screen. This is a gunmetal screen. If I put a gunmetal screen against my screen can blend into a gunmetal on a star field. And my screen is a light gray. Or silver, to tell you the truth, it's kind of a silver. That shows you how amazing the contrast levels are that can blend into a Dark Star 9 that's darker than my screen. I'm going to take the same Dark Star 9 and I stick it over here on Crow's product. Look what happens. That's picking up a better contrast level than basically his product right there. That is the personal mix. If I take it off of here and I stick it, see, dropping stuff left and right. And I stick it over here on this product right here. Back up here, like so. Watch it now, you get rough over there. It picks up a better contrast level than Crow's Metallica Mix 2.0. Is that you or somebody else? No. That's my pickup. As you can see, right? Now, we can blend this screen with our screen being just as dark, being as light as this screen right here. Actually, the screen's lighter than this. So we put this right here, And you see where our product is able to match the contrast levels on a gunmetal screen easily, with our product being lighter than the gunmetal screen because we had that shifting technology. Now, if you look at Crow's product right here, you can't see contrast here because he's not picking it up. And you can't see contrast here because he's not picking it up. But the UV mix is picking up a contrast level. But the sad thing about that is it can't pick up a white level either. White screensaver. J&K 4K demonstrations. So here's the thing. The lighter screen paints can't pick up contrast, our screen can. The darker screen paint that he makes can pick up a contrast level but can't pick up white levels. Our screen does both. It can pick up the contrast and pick up the white levels with no problem. They might not be as dark as UV mix, but they can pick up a contrast level and they can blend into the parallax screen, which is a gunmetal screen, easily. So if any bright colors were to come up on the screen, the UV mix would basically turn too dark. If any contrast level comes up on the screen, the lighter mixes will suffer. Let's come out of here, and let's see if we can go into and we'll let this one run. I said before, I ain't got nothing to say. Just because I did a demonstration, basically called that demonstration where you basically have to shut up or put up. At the end of the day, I can do any demonstration I want on his product. It doesn't make a difference. He can't back his product. I can back mine. You mean because I did that demonstration, I'm not going to do any demonstrations against his stuff? Oh, heck no. We're still going to do demonstrations against his product. But he has to be to back it up. He can't say anything because we're not listening to anything he has to say because he can't back up the demonstrations because the only thing he can do is just give me two middle fingers because that's, he can do nothing else. Where we can come in and just test your product all day long. And that UV mix is bad. That UV mix cannot pull, for a person who's developing screen paints to pull up higher white levels, I don't even know why you even made that stuff. That stuff is bad. I hope you're not selling this on the website. We'll have them all down here. By the end of the week, we'll have all of them down here. All the screen paints, we'll have them down here. We're going to order some more. I'm going to go with the hybrid. The hybrid, and I want the Frankenstein. I'm curious how close they look together. I don't think they look exactly too close together. Perfect example here. See right here? You can see right here where his UV mix It's not picking up the contrast level correctly. Neither is it picking up here. But no, UV mix is picking up the contrast perfectly, real nice, as it should, because it's a darker screen. Where the lighter screen paints he makes, the Personal and Metallica, it's not picking up so well when it comes to those contrast levels. And the UV mix is coming up too dark to see. So that's how the UV mix looks next to our Phoenix Silver. So if you ever want to see a demonstration what the UV mix looks like next to a Phoenix, that's what comes up. Right there. Backed it up a little bit. Neither one of the screens are going to register on this technology. See right there? This gray screen paint can't pick up a contrast level next to a Phoenix, and the Phoenix can't pick up a white level next to the gray screen paints can't pick up a white level next to the Phoenix, and the UV mix cannot pick up a white level next to a Phoenix. That's really bad. Now his demonstrations, he should be doing a demonstration of all white levels. His UV mix up there and displaying nothing but white levels. A half and half screen. So we have a right to talk. We can back our demonstrations up. That's what the whole freaking basically was, back it up or shut it up. That was basically either you can show exactly what your technology can do, or basically don't do anything at all, which he did. He decided to give me two middle fingers. That don't bother me, two middle fingers. At the end of the day, it just shows that your product doesn't work. That's all you have. You can't produce a contrast level. And right now we're saying you can't produce proper white levels either. So we can continue on and say whatever we want to say. Doesn't make a difference. We got proof that your product doesn't work. And once that Cinemax gets here, we'll have even more proof. Skyworth through demonstrations. When people think, oh, because we need to back it up or shut it up, we can't talk. Oh, we can talk whatever. We got bragging rights. We can talk about whatever we want. We can test this product all day long. He has to be the backup. We put in that back it up or shut up. He has to be to back that up. And until then, Crow Boys, you have nothing to say to me at all. Can't speak to me, can't talk about this, that, and the other, because your buddy can't back it up. His answer to being able to do that demonstration was two middle fingers. That's all he got. No test results, nothing. Just him showing a bunch of people displaying his screen. He should be displaying that screen, not them. So since you want to get on about dark screen, dark technology, and your product right here being, yeah, it's dark technology, it is. It's a dark product. Let's see how it fares against our light screen paints now. Because I can take my product right behind me, and I can stick white sheets of paper next to it. I can stick certified white screens against it, and I can show images on that screen with no problem whatsoever. I can take a 1,000 lumen projector and I can throw white images on and do the same thing again. The same test you've seen this screen go under, it's the same test all my products went under. So they can do that with no problem, but you can't do it. So from now on, we're going to test all your dark products against our light grades, the silver, the Phoenix, and see how they pull up. And that's bad. That's really, really bad. The color's coming up really dirty. We'll let that one run. I'm going to do a couple other ones that run too. That's dirty. Dirty, 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 Give me these two right here. To give you a bigger eye opener. I'm going to stick these against my black Phoenix. Wait, you having fun? You having a ball here, ain't you? You know, I'm about to give you a big eye opener right here. See your screen turning dark over here? That's your product right there laying against my black Phoenix. Food, Skyward food demonstration. Skyward food demonstration. So that's your product right there, laying against my black Phoenix right now. If you notice, my screen's not turning dark and dirty. Okay, pause that for a minute. And this right here is your screen going against my silver Phoenix. That's my black with your two light screens on it. And that right over there is your UV mix versus my silver Phoenix. Pause that. We hit the wrong one over here. There we go. Come back over here. There we go. Now I'm going to show you some little eye opener for you. This right here is your personal mix and Metallica mix against my black screen right there. That's a Phoenix right there. That's how your product comes up on my Phoenix. See how it doesn't turn my screen dark? Now, this over here is my Phoenix Silver, which is the light screen. And this is how your product comes up on the Phoenix Silver. Now I separated your screens now. I got your two light screens on my black screen, and I got your black darker screen on my light screen. This is how your color comes up next to my Phoenix. My Phoenix Silver. See how dark that comes up? Now, if I take over here, there's your two light screen products against my black screen. That's how you come up on this one over here. Notice, you're not turning my screen dark. So now we got a light product. It's going to be harder for you now, even more harder for you. Because now we could basically go back and forth now, because we have two forms of the technology now. You see the white levels on my technology? As I said before, they're not going to be as high as a white or gray screen, but they're not going to turn dark on you. You can see the difference in her collar, right up to her face and her hair. Look at that. But we come over here, and I put you against my silver technology. And look what I do to your dark technology. I make it unwatchable. That's what you got to deal with now. So if I decide to just keep the black technology over there, we don't have to bother with that because it's doing its job, and just concentrate on this, you have nothing that will compete with this. Nothing. Your gray screens can't pull a contrast level with it, and your blacks and your darker products can't even pull up a decent white level next to it. But yet this screen right here can produce better white levels than your product over here. And this one can produce a better contrast in your UV mix. If you weren't obsoleted before, you are definitely obsoleted now. Take a look at that. For a screen that's supposed to be unwatchable because it's so dark, it sits surrounded in windows and you can see, make out everything around that screen, right around your surface, you can make it all out. But when I come over here, your image is unwatchable. Why is it so dark over here? Because my black screens can pull white levels and your product can't do it. That's why. There's an even bigger wake-up call for you. Any dark product that you make, it's going to go against this screen. Any light product you make, it's going to go against that screen. And meanwhile, you still can't back it up. Still can't back it up. You can't even back them into the demonstrations I'm doing right now. Right now, all your light products that you make can't pass one of the tests under a Silver Phoenix. Not one of them. You can't pass one test under this product. You know why you can't pass it? Because when you were given that challenge to shut it up or back it up, you were supposed to display a contrast level, a black contrast level to blend into that screen, just like we blended into your screen when we did the white levels. You were supposed to do the same thing we were doing, but the opposite. And the only thing you could come back was 2 middle fingers because you couldn't do it. Instead, you came on there and you showed demonstrations of other people displaying your product. It's not about other people displaying your product. You make it, you display it. That's the only, you lost your bet. You can't back it up. And not only can we back it up, but we brought in a silver product that blew your screen clean out of the water. Done demonstrations that your screen could not begin to even do. One of my certified demonstrations, you couldn't pass. And then once that Cinemax gets here, we're going to drive that nail even farther in. Because now we're going to debunk the theory that that product that you claim that could do all this stuff can't do any of it at all, period. Because a Phoenix is going to take your screen apart. You challenged it. You want to go against a technology that's designed to engineer around black levels? You got it. That can be a good day for you. Look at that. Can't pick up nothing. Your screen comes up that dirty. Let's pick up something basic on here. Football highlights. You know why this product is coming like this, people? Because he didn't test it. He didn't test it at all. He mixed some black paint and gray paint and what he put together, and he stuck it up on the screen, hid it in a dark environment, says, wow, look at the contrast levels. Never tested the white levels. Most important thing to test on a black screen are the white levels. This is why you can't ever develop black technology. You don't understand how it functions. Well, we can't do that. No music, no music, no music. No copyrighted music. Can't put that in there. There you go. That's how dirty your image comes up. Highlights. Look at your screen over here. Meanwhile, on my black screen. Washing and fading out. Your screen just faded out. Just now. My screen just faded your screen out that fast. Washed out. And all this window like your screen washed out. Come back over here. Let's see how you're pulling up against my silver technology. Comes up too dark over here. The image doesn't pick up. Too dark. Beautiful butterflies, 4K. Look how dirty your image comes up. That's dirty. That's real dirty. Didn't test your white noise properly. That's what happened. Beautiful butterflies, 4K. This product is done. It's done. You couldn't even back up a simple demonstration of basically back it up or shut it up, and you couldn't back it up. That's messed up. You're done. And once we collect all your screen paints and get them over here, you're done. You'll learn a valuable lesson. Don't touch, don't tamper, and don't mess with my stuff. There's your product over there. On my screen, as you can see, you're not turning my screen so dark you can't see it. I'm still displaying a white level with no problem. And here you are over here, on my screen over here, coming up too dark. Let that run over there. Let's come over here. Beautiful women, 4K. We're just going to use this screen right now. The other screen's doing what it's supposed to do. So there's my black screen Phoenix in there, picking up a nice, beautiful, bright image, as you can see, next to his surface. Not come up as dark as he claims it did. And his product over here is failing miserably. I want a whole entire birthday cake right now. I literally got to, maybe it's because I'm hungry, because I got to go and get this blood work done. But like I said, you got to stop faking these demonstrations. And you can't even back up the challenge, middle fingers. The middle fingers don't bother me. It just shows you can't do what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to back your product. You can't back your product. So I can come in here now. We got this light technology now. Oh man, I'm going to run through your stuff fast with this stuff. You're talking about bragging about white levels? That's supposed to be your field? White levels? Not anymore. Not anymore, buddy boy. We own that now. This technology we have here, we own it. Look at this. There's my screen right there, displaying its white levels right there. Check that out right there. That's my screen, my cat. It was crazy in the front room. There's my white levels right there displayed on my screen. Let's see. White snow levels. Put my screen over there. No problem. Pick it up next to Crow's product over there. Look at that right there. Look, hold on. I got to show you this. There's my screen right there. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that looks. No sweet savors. This is how you're picking up. On my screen, that you're supposed to be to turn so dark you can't see it. And we expect you to have a higher white level. We expect it already for the door. But to turn my screen so dark you can't see it? No, that's not going to happen, buddy. Well, let's come back over here on your screen, next to my silver technology. Both of your screens are failing miserably. There you go. That's your product right there. And there's your light product right over here on my black technology right now. This is the Phoenix. This is black technology that your light screens are supposed to turn so dark that nobody can't see. So I'm crushing both your screens on both of my technologies at the same time. Yeah, I'm gonna say crushing. That's what's happening to your product. It's getting crushed. Look at this. How are you turning my screen dark, Crow? Look at that. If that screen was so dark, you wouldn't be able to see it. And all this window light, virtually impossible for that screen to pick up. But yet over here, this is your product, your UV mix, which is supposed to be your dark product, cat toys, laying against my product right there. So this product right here can pull a contrast level that your mixes over there can't pick up. It can't pick up a contrast level next to this technology. And yet this technology can pick up a white level high enough where your UV mix turns into a black dot on my screen. So you don't even match this product even your screen being gray, you still can't match this technology because I can put a Starfield demonstration on right now and I can watch your colors wash out. I can take a UV mix and I can stick it on that black screen and I can watch that thing turn gray. I'm gonna guarantee you this bar none, and I want all you to hear this. When that product gets here, that best seller that's supposed to be to do what it's supposed to do, I guarantee you it's going to fail every single test we throw at it. Every single one. It's not going to pull contrast levels. It's not going to pull colors. It's not going to do anything he said it did in the video. It's going to fail miserably. Because if it sat there and we gave him that challenge to shut up and back it up, and if his replies were 2 middle fingers, he couldn't do it. And if he couldn't do it, it's going to fail horribly over here, which means he lied to the entire time when he did the demonstrations. And if he feels that, hey, look, you can do our demonstrations, match any of the demonstrations under this product. Take your gray screen paint mix and match every single test demonstration under this product. Have that by today. Or you can just give me another 2 more middle fingers. Because you can't back it. That's why we don't want to hear the Crow Boys talking about, oh, your camera angles. We don't want the Crow Boys talking about settings on my cameras. You ain't got a leg to stand on. Nothing to stand on. Nothing to stand on. Can't come across you against nothing because you couldn't back it up. We got all bragging rights now. Difference between me and you, Crow, I can talk it and I can back it up. Look at that. You see my screen turning dark? See my screen turning dark yet? Is it turning dark yet? Oh, turning dark yet? No? Okay. Let's go over to your product real quick. Against my silver product. Is it turning dark yet? Already dark. You should have known better, basically. Come on, man. This is my field, man. Developing light gray products is my field. I started in light gray products first. Of course, I can engineer something to be far more superior than yours. It's not even white levels that don't show up. Nothing really comes up on this thing. The color red. Look at this. Everything comes up dirty. You didn't test your product correctly. If you had tested your product correctly, you would have realized that your white levels weren't high enough. Just like on our black technology, see how high the white levels are next to your light product? Skyworth food demonstration. Did a horrible job on this product, a very horrible job. That is no excuse that your white level should be that low. That's horrible. I'll let you watch the rest of the demonstration. That's horrible. That's poor. That's very poor. That's so poor. Didn't do a good job testing that out. Look at this. Gunmetal screen. This is the gunmetal screen right here. Look how high the white levels are on the gunmetal compared to yours. That's a tested screen right there. It may be in a rehearsed environment. It may be using overpriced projectors, but it's a tested product. Your product's not even tested. That's sad. That's real sad. No excuse. No excuse whatsoever. Why should that way? No excuse. That's sad. And if you feel I'm doing you wrong, guess what? I'll give you another shut up display or shut up demonstration. You give me another 2 more middle fingers because you can't even do that one. That is sad. Here you go. White sheet right here. See this white screen right here? Much higher than yours. I've done this dozens of times. Sad. That can't even turn my screen dark, Crow. It may produce a higher white level. Yes, it will. But can it turn my screen dark where you can't see it? Unwatchable? You can see everything. You see the snow dogs, the tracings, and everything. Perfectly, no problem. And that's a 0.9 that's laying against my screen. That produces a higher white level than your screen. And it can't turn my screen dark. Meanwhile, let's go back over here and watch your screen wash it. Here, go dirty again. How you collected money on this? I don't even know how. Don't even know how. LG food demonstration. That's horrible. Yeah, my screen's still not turning dark yet. LG food demonstration. What, Crow? I can give you this challenge right here. Both of them. By the end of the day. Do something impressive this time. Try to give me 2 middle fingers with your toes. I would like to see that one. That would be impressive. Because you can't back up your product. Now my black screen is sitting there washing out your screen right now. One's washing it out, the other one's making it too dark to be able to see at the same time. That's why we ain't got nothing to say to you Crow boys when you come in here. Y'all ain't got a leg to stand on. Couldn't even back the original one. He ain't backing this one either. I don't want to hear nothing about camera settings or nothing. You couldn't back a simple demonstration. Simple demonstration. That's all you had to do. And you couldn't back it. But we don't want to do this to him. Let's go with blah, 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 blah. Snow screensavers.
How do you define strength? By acts of courage? Or vulnerability? A number of medals?
He likes to get close on the camera. There you go, Crow. That's your product right there. That's your UV mix. And just in case you want to talk about containers, there's your container right there. And I got the unboxing video to match with it. That's your handwriting right there. Mind you, this is the same person who brags and boasts about how bright the levels have to be. Quality, quality, quality. Does that look like quality to you? Looks like trash to me. Meanwhile, let's go back over here and check out your screens and also 2 other screens laying against my technology, sitting in an open window. I don't see you turning my screen dark. If anything, I see you be washing your screen out. Let's go a little closer. We'll set that there for a while. I'm not doing any job over there. Let's go back over here and see if we got any luck on this screen. I can do this all day. $4K colors. It's not going anywhere, it's not doing anything at all. It's just feeling bad. Not doing anything, it's not going anywhere. Philips 4K demonstration. That's your screen's red levels against my technology's red levels on the black. Completely washed out. Red levels don't even pick up on our black technology. Let's go back over here and see what's going on over here. We're going to keep you on this screen right here because you're not going to show up in either one of them. See how your white levels come up. This is a screen that you did on my, well, I actually did on mine. That fake paint that you had that was supposed to be our product. This is how your UV mix comes on it. Next to our Silver Phoenix Complete. Silver is going to be the end of your product. None of your gray screens can stand against it. None of your products. We're going to order the rest of your stuff and put it against the screen. I'm curious to see how many of your products fail against it. We don't even have to use our black technology to wipe out your screen now. We just use one of the silver ones to do it. If you make a comment about your gray screens, then we'll turn the screen into a Starfield demonstration and we'll wash out your gray screens. You make a comment about your black screens, we'll turn on a white demonstration and we'll wipe them out too. Put it against the Phoenix, well, Phoenix is already doing damage to your screen already. It's washing your screen out right now in front of colors. So your UV mix can't pull contrast into the screen because the screen's black. And your colors can't stand against it because they can't pull contrast or color. What do you have left? You can't even come in and back your own product up. All you can do is just give me middle fingers, that's it, because you can't even back your own product. So what do you got left? You want to go play in the sun? I got sun killer technology for that too. We can go outside and play. And I haven't even got my hands on I haven't got my hands on the Cinemax yet. It's not here yet. But feel free to match any demonstration we just did on this product live, exactly the same way or better. We're gonna run this back on Facebook when I get back in. This is definitely going back. We're gonna do one on Facebook. Here's the white level. I'm going over all the white level demonstrations you have done and see how your screen picks up. Let's see. We did the LG snowboarding. That one was already done. We did all that one. That's already finished. We did that one too. Let me see. It really doesn't make a difference, to tell you the truth. I mean, anything we're going to pull up is not going to match on that screen. The only thing you're going to be able to pull is a contrast level. That's it. Everything else is just going to come out dirty. See? Anything we pull up is going to come out dirty. I'm going to pass this one because I don't want to she has the crowns on her head. If I did this demonstration right now on that blaster right there, it'll wash your screen out back behind me. Which I'm curious to do right now. What video is this? TLC. No. TCL. TCL 4K demonstration. I'm gonna wash your screen out real quick. Let's pause this one. I want to get past the one with the. I don't like the when they put the crowns on it. No, you shouldn't do that. Only one person did that, and that was Jesus Christ. Leave it be. There you go. I told you to wash your screen out right now. In the window. Wash it out here. Take it back over here and turn it too dark to see. Should have backed it up. You got nothing to say now. You got no bragging rights, man. Your bragging rights are stripped now. You got nothing left. Look how bad that looks. That looks horrible. Yeah. Well, you asked for it, man. You asked for it. I told you, you had the wrong person. Got the wrong person. This silver technology, I like it. Not like I said again. I like the contrast better, but man, the advancements we have on this stuff, man. Who knows what we might be to do with this stuff? I mean, we could basically get this screen even lighter and a heavier contrast level on top of that. Oh, that'd be sweet. That would be sweet. That's something we need to start working on. We need, we only need one of them. We just want, if I can get lighter and heavier at the same time, that would be sick. Let's see. Do we have any, I'm trying to think of something nice and bright to use. Let me see. Let's see. White 4K demonstrations. Well, that's not going to come out too well. I just thought about that when I put that in there. I was like, that might not come out too well. I don't want to see me premium screws popping up. Ooh, let's do this one. Did he do any tests at all? Any tests of the UV mix with any white backgrounds behind the back of it showing up the white levels on that screen paint? Because he didn't test that stuff well. That is horrible. Wait, over here. We got the contrast kicking off over here. So we're washing out your screen in contrast now. Bam, 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 bam. Get the contrast over, so my screen's pulling up, your screen can't even see. Let's get a little closer on this. Oh, come back over here. That's what I like about having that whatchamacallit in here, because I can move back and forth and my screen doesn't break up. I got the freaking adapter right there. Right, I'm gonna start getting ready. I can watch that. Keep going. Right, niche, the niche. Lesson to be learned out of this, Crow. Do a better job with your product. Test it, because it's not tested in any way whatsoever. This stuff is just thrown together. That's why you couldn't do that shut up, back it up or shut up demonstration. You couldn't do it because your product wouldn't have made it. You know it wouldn't have made it. There was no way in the world that screen was going to pull a contrast level able to blend into that black screen. It was not going to happen. But next time you come on the camera talking about how your product is supposed to be equal to ours, I wouldn't do that. I really wouldn't, because there's no way in the world our screen's going to pull up a gray level on a black screen. You couldn't even match it. But if you want, I can make this a back it up or shut up demonstration. And see if you'll back it up again. As a matter of fact, I might just give you another one. We'll give you one against the Silver Phoenix. An extremely difficult one. I want you to back every single test demonstration under this product, under your gray screens. And all of them has to be done live. I'll give you time to collect your sample sheets. Crazy kitty. Hey, cat, come here. What are you doing over here? Bad. That's real bad, man. That's really bad. Should have did a better job testing your levels. From now on, any dark screen you make is going to go against this product right here. Make sure your levels are straight. That's bad. That's really bad. Nowhere in the world your white levels should be that dark. If my black screen behind me can pull up that snow images without coming up that dark, well, like I said, your screen's coming in lighter than mine, of course, but it's not going to come up that dark, like looking like this. That shows your product. You weren't testing your white levels. And on top of that, I got a white screen in the middle of that too. That is really bad. What comes up on her face? Let me see this right here. You got the pause on this one? Yeah. I gotta see this when it comes up on her face. That is horrible. That's horrible. That is really, really horrible. No, he didn't test them. That's why we requested. That's why we requested from him. We requested him to show his white levels on that UV mix next to a white screen, and he didn't do it. And that's the reason why he didn't do it. That's why we went to his account, and we wanted to go check to see if he did the demonstration. He didn't do it because he knew automatically his levels weren't going to come up. You're the last person need to be talking about somebody's product coming up so dark you can't see it. That is absolutely horrible. There's no excuse for that crap. People are paying for this. People are paying out of their pocket. They're paying for this. This is what you Crows boys back up? Seriously? How many demonstrations I got to do of crushing his product? How many I got to do? We just did a few minutes ago a black screen right behind us showing off both of his products at the same time, including a white screen, sitting in a bay of windows, able to pull up better red levels, washed the screen out multiple times, pulled up high white levels, screen didn't turn dark, and then we got this stuff over here on my silver technology, and my silver technology is turning it dark. This is a product that you come into my room and back. This is what you stand behind? Really? That's horrible. That's no excuse for it. That's a 4,300 lumen Chrissy projector standing behind me. This is how it's 4,300 lumens on this projector, and this is what I'm getting? Oh, you can't run your mouth now because we got silver technology too. So what are you going to say now? Our product comes up too dark, you can't even see it? Yeah, I wouldn't argue that one too much anymore. Because now our silver technology can make his light technology over there can't pull a contrast level next to it. And we can make his dark screens look dirty. That's horrible. Absolutely horrible. That's horrible. That's disgusting. But on the bright side, my customers don't have to go through this nonsense. They got a product that actually works, that's actually tested. Show me one test demonstration before you even come into my freaking channel and talk any nonsense. Show me any test demonstration back and close to anything we did over here today. Has all his products been tested outside on 1,000 lumens, 13 feet back? Any of them? Whatever. Pathetic, man. Pathetic. I swear, pathetic. It's disgusting. That's what it is. That's what it is. When people do this for a living, they take a pride in what they do for a living. I take a pride in what I do for a living. That's why I'm up early in the morning, burning the candles at both ends. I love what I do for a living. I take a great deal of pride in what I do. And when I see people doing stuff like this is disgusting right here. This is a slap in people's faces who basically save their money to buy this to get this kind of results. I'm going to show no mercy for your product. You thought basically that Cinemax was going to go through some stuff. I'm showing no mercy for it when it gets down here whatsoever. And I plan to buy the rest of your stuff today. I'm putting in an order right now. I'm testing all your stuff from now on. That's it. This is garbage right here. There's no excuse for a screen to come up that freaking dark. And you got a nerve to be slandering somebody else's product. Somebody to take you to court for fraud. That's why we kept asking him over and over and over again, show me the white levels behind the back of the screen. This is why he kept avoiding it at all levels. Then we finally give you a final challenge to do, and all you display is 2 middle fingers, because that's all you can do. You got nothing to back your product. That doesn't make you look good. That makes you look horribly bad, because you can't back your product. There are customers buying your product, and that's a professional way how you do things. When somebody gives you a challenge, you give them 2 middle fingers. That's sad, man. That is really sad. You may think it makes you look. You may think on your end that makes you look professional. It doesn't. Because if a company comes at me and says, "Hey, so and so and so, hey, I may lose, but guess what? I'm not going to say I didn't try." If there's a company that I come across that beats me, at least I can honestly say, "Hey, I gave it my best. I didn't give them 2 middle fingers. I went and did my best. And I might have lost, but guess what? At least I did my best. I tried. You didn't even try. That's what makes it even worse. Didn't even make an attempt. I would have gave you more respect if you even made an attempt, but you didn't even make an attempt. I'm angry at the fact that he didn't even make an attempt to even try. That's sad, man. You don't even need to be selling paint. You don't need to be selling nothing at all, period. No watercolors, no finger paints, and nothing at all, period. That is disgusting. I gotta go. I got things to do today. I'm going to build me another screen today. I got some. We're doing 3D mapping today. Yeah, we need to do 3D mapping today. I got my system set up already upstairs to go upstairs and play with my new toys. Yeah, that's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. Yeah, for everybody else, and even with the companies that basically do the whole freaking certified screens, they do put their time in. They work hard. They do. They work hard. They put their time in. I'm pretty sure they make that technology. They put test after test after test. It may not be what I feel they should be doing, but they still put their time and they still do their test. You don't do nothing. This is what we're doing today. Yeah, we're gonna actually start working on doing tabletop. We're gonna do tabletop 3D mapping. So I saw this design where they actually 3D mapped the table. The whole table came to life, like the cups and stuff were walking back and forth across the table and everything. It was freaking cool. They brought the whole dinner set to life. It was insane. So I'm like, okay, we got to start studying this stuff. So I ordered some software on my computer, and we're going to start working on this next. That's going to be the next thing we're going to be doing today. I got it down low because I got to measure where the projector is going to hit, but we're going to scan it from a ultra short though projector, scan the whole thing out and turn this table to life. So we're going to do some pretty cool stuff on that. But that's what's for next. But I'm going to get out of here, people. Oh yeah, we got to do the mirror. We're going to paint the mirror next. We're going to do that. We're going to paint the mirror. We're going to do one of those mirrors too. So we got a lot of stuff to do. But that's it. This person right here, man, that's horrible. I mean, I really wouldn't have seen that. I mean, really seen it if we didn't develop a silver screen. We wouldn't have never saw it. Because on the black screens, it comes up. When we do a white screen, I can say about white screens, but when we developed that silver technology, I didn't really see the crazy flaws in that product until we laid it against that silver screen. We said, wow, look at that. Even when we lay up other screens against that screen, our screen can pull that contrast level that the screen couldn't even pick up. This just shows that either way, this product just doesn't work on it any way whatsoever. But that is bad. That is really, really bad. I wouldn't be surprised if half those demonstrations you were doing on product that you were claiming to be mine was actually your own stuff. There's no, that's bad. That's really bad. I bet you doesn't have the UV mix on this website. I guarantee you don't have it on there. I bet you didn't put that on there. I wonder why he don't have it on there. I don't understand that. If this is a product you sold to customers, how come you don't have that on there? There's a couple of them he removed up there. He removed the Metallica Mix 2.0, which you should have did. That should have definitely been removed. But it's the fact that was actually a screen paint you were giving away for free, and you really didn't have a demonstration proving that one was different from the other. That should have definitely been removed. So that should have been done. But we have your hybrid mix and the Frankenstein mix. When it comes over, we're actually grabbing those today. We're going to put an order in for those. The Cinemax is on its way. I already told the person when she receives it, send it to me, ship it to me overnight, because I need it here right away for those tests. All right, with that being said, I'm out of here. God bless, and I'll be back later on because I got to paint that mirror, and we got some other things we got to do around here too. Let me get this stuff off my screen. That's horrible. That is